Seeing her beloved grandmother gunned down in a hail of bullets, the granddaughter instantly thought of 100 ways to kill the murderers, but she never imagined the suffering her grandmother endured before dying. Pain far beyond anything anyone could have imagined. Even worse, the uncle who loved her like his own child was also shot dead by others. No one knew that this grief-stricken granddaughter was actually a feared professional assassin, notorious in both the underworld and law enforcement circles. Even surrounded by dozens of heavily armed SWAT officers, she didn't show a trace of fear. But when she saw the pained expression on her uncle's face in his final moments, Catalea could no longer contain her fury. She was determined to make the killers pay the most excruciating price. She pulled out a high-precision heavy sniper rifle and secretly hid in the building next to the police officer assigned to her case. She threatened him to reveal the killer's exact location, but didn't expect that the officer had already been bought off by the drug lord who was the murderer. Worse yet, these drug dealers were also the ones who had killed Catalea's parents 10 years ago. He claimed that by law, he couldn't disclose their personal information. Facing her deadly threat, the officer smirked smugly. His office windows were bulletproof, strong enough that even a 57mm armor-piercing round might not get through. Once she learned the killer's exact location, Catalea stormed into her weapons stash, grabbing heavy arms she had long prepared, as well as the fierce dogs she'd fed with raw meat for 6 years. She was ready for an all-out battle with the drug dealers. The dealers had no idea death was quietly coming for them. With a deafening blast, half the men inside were killed or wounded instantly, and the drug lord himself had his left leg blown open. The surviving dealers tried to flee in a car, but Catalea gave them no chance. She rammed straight into them in a truck reinforced with heavy collision bars. Before the dazed survivors could react, Catalea pulled out a fully loaded machine gun and unleashed a merciless barrage. Even after tearing the men in the car to shreds, her rage wasn't sated. Her slaughtered family would never return. She gunned them down until the last dealer was riddled like a beehive. Then, still armed to the teeth, she stormed back into the house, determined that not a single one would leave alive.